Hey there! Today we're going to be talking about how to clean your cloth diapers, some things that you have to do and some things that will sabotage it if you do them. So first things first, if you're using cloth diapers, you need to know what to do with them until cleaning day. You can't just wash like one cloth diaper at a time unless you're hand washing, which if you're gonna be hand washing, this is not the video for you. You're gonna need to rack up a good bit of diapers to be able to wash them in your machine. And what are you gonna do with all those smelly diapers in the meantime? You can fill a bucket with water and put them in the bucket. I think you're supposed to use a lid if you do that. I have not done that method. I think that's kind of more of an old school thing. If you're not gonna do that, you can have a diaper pail and then you need a diaper pail liner, and you will need at least 2 of those. The liner gets washed when you wash your diapers. Or you can use a wet bag, and that is what I like to do. I can have the wet bag anywhere in the house with me. If, you know, in the newborn stages, you kind of change the diaper wherever. So it was nice to be able to just move the wet bag wherever I was doing the diaper change. And then the whole wet bag goes in the wash, just like the diaper pail liner would when you wash the diapers. And so you'll need 2 wet bags if you're gonna do it that way. So I wanted to show you what the wet bag that I use looks like. It's got, this is like the main pocket. It's got this PUL lining material, which is like water resistant, and then an extra pocket here. So you just throw your dirty diapers right in there until wash day, and you can zip it up too. This one's taking a beating, but anyway, yeah, and it's got the straps, so we just hang it. We can hang it on a doorknob, or we've got this hook over here, which is really convenient because this is our laundry room. So it's also nice when we need to spray out a dirty diaper, we can bring it with us right next to the toilet, and then when we've got that like wet diaper, we can just, you know, put it right in here, and we don't have to carry it like somewhere dripping to a to a diaper pail. So that's why I like the wet bag solution. If you have poop, you need to rinse the poop out before you put it in the wet bag or diaper pail liner though. You can get one of these nifty diaper sprayers, and if you have one of those, you just hold the diaper out. I can show you guys what this looks like in a close-up, and you'll just spray it out into the toilet and then flush the poop down, and then the whole diaper can go in the wet bag or the diaper pail. If it's a pee diaper, you can just put it straight in without having to rinse it. You can rinse it if you want. I know some people, especially if they cloth diaper overnight, will rinse the pee out in the morning, and that helps with smell. If your baby is exclusively breastfed, so like in those early days, they are only nursing, they're not getting any formula supplemented, they're not eating any solids at all, you don't need to rinse those poops out. That can go straight in the wash like that. It's completely water soluble. So you can put that straight in the diaper pail or the wet bag, and that can save you a lot of time. So I definitely recommend doing that if you can. Okay, so once your diaper pail or your wet bag is getting full, or you notice like, uh-oh, I'm getting low on diapers, I need to wash my diapers, then it's diaper washing day. A couple things you need to know are some things that are going to affect your particular wash cycle are what type of washer you have, whether you have hard water or not, and the type of detergent that you use. So I have a top-loading washer that does not have an agitator in it. If you have this type of washer, you have to make sure that you're filling up to about half capacity, or your diapers will not get clean, because the way that this machine works is it cleans by the fabrics rubbing against each other, and they will not get enough friction and not be able to get clean if there's not enough fabric in there. So it doesn't have to be half full of diapers. Probably you won't have enough diapers to fill it that much, and you would be waiting too long between cycles anyway. You can throw in rags, you can throw in burp cloths, you can throw in a couple towels or whatever. I don't like to throw in like nice clothes or things like that, because it can be pretty harsh on them to go through these multiple cycles. But I like to throw rags in and, like, you know, towels, things like that, to bulk it up so that they'll get clean. If you have an agitator and a top loading washer, you don't need to worry about this so much. And if you have a front loading washer, you don't need to worry about it so much, because they agitate in a different way. Okay, so now that we've talked about that, we'll talk about hard water. If you have hard water, you have to soften it. Otherwise, your detergent will not work properly to sanitize your diapers, and you will have buildup, and it will be a nightmare. So, so just trust me on this, that you have to deal with hard water if you have it, or it will not be good. If you have calcium deposits building up on your faucets, you have hard water. You can also get a hard water test from like from a lot of pet stores. They sell them in the like aquarium area, but actually I think it might even be free. I don't think you have to buy anything. So the best way to soften hard water, if you have it, is to use borax. And this stuff, it's very inexpensive. You can get it at like most grocery stores and like big box stores. And it just comes in a cardboard box. It's not lined or anything, so you can fully recycle this after, which is nice. So you need a half cup of this every single time you run your diapers through the wash. If you don't, they will get mineral buildup and it will be terrible. So the other thing that you need to know is if you use like a water softener, you're not going to need that. So so yeah, that takes care of that. If you have a built-in water softener system. A lot of detergents will work really well to sanitize your diapers and get them properly clean. You should be aware though that using something that is scented, like a lot of normal detergents are, like Tide and Gain and I mean most detergents, it can be really hard on your baby. It can be really overwhelming to their skin and to their immune system. So I definitely recommend looking into getting something that is at the very least a free and clear, does not have any fragrance in it, type of laundry detergent. And even Tide makes free and clear. So like at the very least, I would go for that. If you want to get into something that's going to be even a little bit healthier, that would be great. It's also great for you, not just for your baby, to switch all of your detergent to something like this. But you know, baby steps for everybody, right? So one detergent that I've used that works really well, that you can buy at like Target or somewhere like that, something that's easily accessible, is 7th Generation Ultra Power Plus Free and Clear. You cannot use, they have a regular, I think it's like plant powered free and clear detergent, and that detergent is not strong enough. You will get stink buildup on your diapers, and then you'll have to strip them, and it's a whole thing. So don't do it. If you're going to use 7th Generation, get the Ultra Power Plus and make sure it's the free and clear, not the scented. And I can put a link too, so you know which one it is. You can also check out mind blank. It's called fluffloveuniversity.com. They have done all this like cloth diaper science. If you have a specific detergent that you use and you want to know if it's going to work and how much to use, you can check it out on their website. I'll show you the detergent that I'm using now. This one's like not as easily accessible, but you can order it online. Amazon even carries it, but it's better to get it direct through the website, or some zero waste bulk stores are carrying it now, and you can just refill, and that's really great. You don't have to buy a new container every time. So this company is called Rustic Strength. Full disclosure, my uncle and aunt own this company. I don't earn anything by saying this. I use this because I really believe in it. I don't buy any other detergent now. I would if I was like in a pinch and couldn't wait for this to get shipped to me because they're not local to me. But they're a zero waste certified company. They make scented detergents that are scented with essential oils. Again, I wouldn't recommend it for your baby because it might be just a little too much for them. But I get this one, which is the truly hypoallergenic. It has no dyes and no perfumes. That's another thing. You want a clear detergent. You don't want anything that has any kind of color in it. That's not going to be good for your baby or the diapers. And then it's also free of, you can see all these things here, which to me is really important. So anyway, there's the cat. So this isn't a commercial for the company or anything like that, but I do think it's really great and it works really well for this. So, all right, let's get to the wash cycle then, shall we? You know that it's diaper day when your diaper bag is bulging like this or when you're totally running out of diapers. So when it's time to wash, you can just turn it upside down and shake it. You want to shake it until that liner comes all the way out. I like to go ahead and wash my hands right after that. But what's great about this is you really don't have to, I'm leaning all awkwardly. You really don't have to touch the diapers on wash day. You just are touching the outside of that. So it's really not like that gross. So you put that in, you add in your, if you have hard water, you add in your half cup of borax. If you have an issue with borax, like I know some people are sensitive to it, there are some other options that you can use to soften your water, and you can find those also on Buffalo University. And then you're gonna add your detergent. For the first cycle, I do 1 pump of this. You'll need to check out how much detergent you need to use, depending on what type of detergent on that website as well. With cloth diapers, you have to run 2 wash cycles. The first cycle is basically, it's just removing the surface stuff. It's gonna get any remaining poop off of there and urine, and it's gonna just rinse that down the drain. It's not really cleaning the diapers, but it's getting them to a place where they are able to be cleaned. So the first cycle is going to be a little bit shorter of a cycle, and you can run it on cold. I can show you what the settings are on my machine as kind of a like a base for you to run off of. So for the first cycle, I'm going to do it all the way cold. I like to keep the soil level on extra heavy. For cloth diapers, you're definitely going to need that. I always keep mine there, but you'll definitely need it for this. And then on my machine, it's going to be a normal cycle. If I had a quick wash or something like that, I could do that for this first cycle. My machine doesn't have anything that's faster than the normal wash, so that's what we'll do. And then you don't need like fabric softener, and do not do an extra rinse. Not in the first cycle or the second cycle, because that will just add extra water build up to your diapers. Something to note, these Bum Genius diapers that I have, they say the directions on them for washing say wash cold, wash hot, double rinse, tumble dry low. So definitely you don't want to do that double rinse. So even though the diaper company is telling us to do that, it's really not a good idea. Maybe if you have soft water, it's okay, but if you have hard water, definitely not. You're just gonna get stink and mineral buildup in the diaper. So that's it for the first wash cycle. We're gonna hit start and let it do its thing, and then we can talk about the second cycle after.
Yes, I'm filming.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a different day now. We ran out of time the other day when we were trying to film this. So this is the next time I'm washing diapers. I already did my first load this morning, so now I'm gonna pick back up on the second run cycle to show you guys about that. So it just finished a little bit ago. Because this washer doesn't have the agitator and it's a top loader, you might want to see this. All the diapers and wipes and rags and stuff, they all stick to the sides of the machine. So if you just add your borax and detergent and run it like this, your stuff isn't going to get sanitized properly because it will some of it will stay stuck to the side. So you want to go in and grab everything and shake it out. If you've got an agitator, you probably don't really need to do this. If you have a front loader, you might need to do this because sometimes they get a little stuck on there too. So maybe just try it and see. Or try not doing it and see how it works. Up to you. It's real quick. And then sometimes if I just have a rag I just cleaned a sink with or something like that, something that's not, you don't want to add a new poopy diaper in here or something like that, but something that's I don't know, a more, a less amount of dirty. If you just wiped a surface with it, you can throw that in here now too. And now I'm just gonna add the borax, because again I have the really hard water, a half cup of that. I'm gonna sprinkle it all around. And then my detergent. And again, you'll want to refer to that, the link for how much detergent you should use dependent on which type of detergent you are using. So for this Rustic strength detergent, again, I'm just doing a pump and a half worth. And that's the pump that they sell with their detergent. So, okay. So now we're going to put it we want it to sanitize in this cycle. So it needs to be the hottest and the longest cycle that your machine can do. And the soil level for sure has to be on extra heavy. You don't want to do fabric softener, and you don't want to do any extra rinses or anything like that. So we are going to change the wash temp to hot. Okay, we're going all the way hot. And on my machine, power wash is my longest, most intense wash cycle. I don't have a sanitized cycle. Some of you might. Yeah, so that's the one I'm gonna do, and then we're gonna hit start. So after your diapers are all done washing, if you have good weather and if you have the time, then you definitely want to dry your diapers and wipes in the sun outside. They will get the cleanest and the best smelling that way. Diapers so this was a poop diaper, you can tell. It's stained a little bit still, but if I hang it right here in the sun after a couple hours, that stain will be completely gone. Every single one of these diapers has been pooped in many times, and you can see a lot of them don't have any staining at all. And that's because they dry outside in the sun like this, and so this just comes off just like that. I don't use anything to bleach them or anything like that. You never want to do that unless you are stripping diapers, and you only want to strip when you absolutely have to. But you know, if it's rainy, you can hang dry them inside, you know, or if it's too cold, you can hang dry them inside. You can always do it like in a window where the sun is hitting, if possible. If not, you know, if you really don't have the time, like sometimes I don't wash my diapers until like I need, like really need more diapers, and I don't have time to hang them outside because sometimes I just get behind on stuff. And so they can go in the dryer, or if it's just too cold, it's gonna take too long, whatever, like they can go in the dryer. You ideally don't want to do that every time because it really wears on your diapers to do that. They will wear out faster if you do that a lot. So, and they're not going to be as fresh and as clean looking, like the stains won't come out like that. So, but if you're going to put them in the dryer, make sure you put them on low. Do not use dryer sheets with them. That will be very irritating to your baby's skin. And in fact, don't use dryer sheets at all. You should just stop using them. They're really bad for you. They're bad for the environment, all kinds of things. But you can put wool or alpaca dryer balls in your dryer, and that does the same purpose. It's not going to make your clothes smell like anything, but it's going to help them dry faster, and it's going to help deal with like the static. And it helps prevent wrinkling too, because the balls roll around in the dryer while it's spinning. So so those are definitely a great thing to have if you're not already doing that. But if you don't have those, you can just throw these like direct in the dryer without anything like that. So so yeah, but I definitely, like I said, recommend hanging them as much as you can whenever you can. It also saves you a ton of money on energy, and because it saves energy, that's obviously better for the planet too. Oh, that's a that's a beaut right there. Yeah, we've had many diapers look like this. Some people have also asked about if things like beets, blueberries, things like that, tomatoes will like permanently stain your diapers. I have definitely had like red and purple beet diapers and blueberry diapers, and I thought for sure the stains were never going to come out, and they have all come out. It just, sometimes it takes a little longer than a couple hours in the sun, depending on what it is, but, and you can see our diapers are getting very worn, getting holes in them and stuff, but they still work. And these have been pooped in hundreds of times. They've probably saved thousands of diapers from going in the landfill, from putting poop just wrapped in plastic forever in the landfill. So I think that this is definitely the best option. I feel good. Every single time I do this, I feel good about what I'm doing. Even if sometimes it feels like a little bit of a pain, but I feel good doing this, and I don't have to make a special trip to the store for diapers. I don't have to spend all that extra money. So much money wasted, so many resources wasted when you use disposable. Oh, also, I don't know if I covered this before, but some people worry about whether all the water usage from cloth diapers is more wasteful than doing disposable. And there was a study on this done. If I can find it, we'll put a link in the description, but there was a study done of like cloth versus disposable, the resources used, and they found that it was ever so slightly, if I remember correctly, it was ever so slightly more resources used to cloth diaper one baby. But that assumed that you were putting the diapers in the dryer too. So if you're hang drying instead of putting in the dryer even just some of the time, it's going to be less resources used. And also, if you buy your diapers secondhand, that's going to be way less resources used. And even if you don't buy them secondhand, if you have multiple kids and use them for multiple kids, that's way less resources. Or if you only have one kid that you use it for and you give them or sell them to somebody else and they use them, way less resources used. So most people are not, I mean, it's not, maybe you would just use your cloth diapers for one child and then throw them away. I hope you wouldn't, but like maybe somebody does that. But I think in most instances, the cloth diapers are going to be used for multiple kids. And then a lot of times, like, these ones become rags for people in their homes after they're done being used as a cloth diaper. And so, like, just think over time how much more resources is going to be saved versus just, you know, all the plasticky trash diapers that disposables are. So, and you know, your time is valuable too, and you have to work more for that money if you're buying all those disposable diapers. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. I think it's definitely more environmentally friendly. Even if it was more water usage, I still think that putting like thousands of diapers per child in a landfill to sit there like mummified forever, like all the diapers from when I was a child are still, like my diapers are still in a landfill somewhere, and that's disgusting and I hate it, and I can't change anything about it obviously, but I am able to change the fact that like my kids' diapers aren't there, and they won't be there, like other than a few that we have had to use for certain circumstances, but overall like there's not very many there from our kids. And anyway, I'm just rambling, but I think you get the point. We don't need millions of diapers forever sitting in a landfill for thousands of years from now, people to deal with.